Welcome back to the Patchwork Quilt. So today we are going to be making some Americana decorations. If you don't know what Americana decorations are, which I don't know why you would know what Americana decorations are, I mean, the name says it all, Americana. We are going to be making some flags, red, white, and blue, stuff like that, because Labor Day is coming up. Really, summertime, the whole summer is about Americana. You got Flag Day, well, back up. You got Memorial Day, you got Flag Day, you got 4th of July, and then you got Labor Day. All those are in the summer, and your house should be red, white, and blue the whole summer long. Mine isn't because I've been slacking off, so today we're going to start making some Americana stuff for Labor Day so that I can get where I need to be. Anyways, enough about that. The first craft that we are going to be making is, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm going to tell you that we're going to need some red and white striped fabric. Can you guess what it is? An old pair of blue jeans. These are my son's. If you are like one of the 3 people in the United States that hasn't grown out of a pair of blue jeans and said, hey, I'm going to fit into those one day, I'm going to keep them, you can use a piece of blue fabric, whatever you need. You're also going to need some scissors, a glue stick, some, I call these craft screws, but they're actually shish kebab sticks. If you've ever made a shish kebab on these, they burn up. They're not worth it. Use them for crafts. And you're going to need some white paint and a small paintbrush. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, we are going to start by cutting a square, rectangle, not a square, a rectangle, out of our striped fabric. You have to be very careful. Actually make it even and straight. So, cut you a rectangle. Doesn't really matter what size. Just needs to be rectangular-ish. Alright, we have a rectangle of some sort. And then we need to take our blue jeans, just like, and cut out a smaller rectangle of some sort. More like a square. We need a rectangle, not a square. I guess a square would work, but I'm all about rectangles today. Now, can you figure out what's going to happen here? We are going to, I probably should use a bigger blue jean rectangle because that looks no bueno. A bigger one. You know, the kids have a tendency to use my fabric scissors to cut whatever they want to cut, so I don't really have a good pair of fabric scissors. Use the very edges of them, the very ends, because that's where they don't use to cut stuff. Alright, oh, I went sideways. Jeez Louise. I could cut a straight line. It would be a Christmas miracle. Alright, now we've got a bigger rectangle. Look at that. How cute is that? Now that we've got our 2 rectangles, you could do this one of 2 ways. One way, you can take it, put glue all over this, and try your best not to burn the crap out of yourself when you flip it back over and put it on here. Or what I like to do is take up the edge like this, put some hot glue right here. You see that cat's tail? Oh my god, the cats love me. And this way it's in the right spot, and you can flip up the other side and glue the rest of it in. Woo! Oh, about lost my glue gun. Okay, so now you get the rest of it glued down. Now you have the beginnings of a flag, and I bet you Betsy Ross was as happy as I am when she made the first flag. Except for she probably didn't have a scat smoke. Alright, now for paint. So I went and got some of this cream. It's antique white. It's just scrap paint. I didn't go buy it. I have it in my paint stash. Paint is like fabric around here. I have so much of it, I don't know what to do with it. So I'm just going to dab the end of my paintbrush into the lid, and then make me some little dots that kind of look like stars on my flag. Just be crazy with it. I mean, if you want to try and get 50 on here, more power to you. I don't have that kind of time, so we are only going to do, I don't know how many that is, but that's how many we're going to do. Now the beauty of craft paint is it dries really quick. So it's not like you have to let this dry, especially with a little bit that we're putting on here. It should be fine. So now we've got that done. And then here's a little bonus. Whether you, if you like the grungy look, you can use some cocoa or some cinnamon to put on here. I do, so we're going to get some cocoa to put on this flag so that it kind of looks a little grungy, like I've had it forever. Alright, so baking cocoa. I have like 30 jars of this because every time I go to make some kind of chocolate something or other, I buy a new jar. If you're normal, you probably don't do that. You probably have a good idea of what you've got in your house, and you're not out buying stuff all the time. But I am. I have no idea what I've got. And then just kind of brushing in, it's going to make it look like it's been through the ringer. A little bit. Now if you want it to smell good, by all means use cinnamon. It'll make it smell like cinnamon. And the final step to our flag is to flip it over. On the back, we're going to put the skewer in just a little bit like that, because we're going to fold that over some. Let me work this out. Get your hot glue on the actual stick, on the back of it. And roll it over. Now you have got a flag for the Labor Day or the 4th of July or whatever you want it for. And it kind of looks a little dingy and grungy, which is what I like, Americana-ish. Okay, for our next craft, we are going to need some Q-tips, some blue, red paint, this is chalk paint, and some of these small foam balls that I got at the Dollar Tree. Floral foam, little balls. And of course, we're going to need a skewer again to be able to stick our foam ball on. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is paint a bunch of these Q-tips red and blue. See how many it takes when I'm done. I don't know. We're going to leave some of them white. This might take a little bit. It might take a little bit, y'all. I'm going to get a big paintbrush. Alright, so we've got a bunch of blue, now we're going to do a bunch of red, and this is called crimson. The good thing about chalk paint is it washes off really easy, so get it all over your fingers and wash it off. Okay, now that our Q-tips are dry, we're going to put together our final craft. Some lights. We got one of our little balls. You know, hindsight, you could probably paint this, but I'm not going to paint it, so we're just going to put it together. Alright, you want to cut your Q-tips in half, somewhat. Did anybody see where that flew to? Because I lost half of it. You definitely don't want to lose half of it. You don't need to lose half of it, but I lost half of my Q-tip. I have to go back and watch and see where the heck it went. Alright, that's enough for right now. Oh, so we are going to take our foam ball and we're going to poke our Q-tips into our foam ball. Go ahead and put the skewer in it so that I can keep finished putting the rest of these in. Oh, I'm gonna add some glue to it. I don't want this to come out. Ta-da! You probably should definitely paint the ball beforehand, but that's the concept. Very cute. Look, how it looks like a little firework. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and doing these crafts. I had a good time. I hope you had a good time as well. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Fall is right around the corner, and we're going to be doing some fall crafts, Halloween crafts, and we're going to roll into Christmas time, and I hope that you'll join me for those. I hope to see you next time. Bye.